In many places around the world, it is a customary ritual to fulfill the one last wish of a prisoner who is on death row. Normally, the jail authorities do grant the convict one last wish, like one last meal of his choice. Here are some of the strangest requests ever made by convicts. Hey guys, how are you doing? I hope you are doing great. So, today we're discussing shocking last wishes of people. Number 1, Victor Figure. Victor Figure was born in 1935. He was hanged in the year 1963 for kidnapping and murder. He was the last person to be executed in Iowa. As his last wish, he requested for a single olive with the pit for his last meal, as he hoped that it would grow into an olive tree inside his body. Number 2, Ronnie Lee Gardner. Ronnie Lee Gardner was born in 1961 and died hanged in 2010. He was charged with 2 counts of murder. What makes his last wish unique is the fact that he decided to spend his final hours watching the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy. He also wanted a steak, lobster tail, apple pie, vanilla ice cream, and 7 Up for his last meal. His last wish was granted, as you cannot say no to the Lord of Rings. Number 3, Thomas J. Grasso. Thomas Joseph Grasso was an American convicted murderer who was executed by the state of Oklahoma for the murder of 87-year-old Hilda Johnson, who he strangled in Tulsa in December 1990. Grasso's last meal was 2 dozen steamed mussels, 2 dozen steamed clams, a double cheeseburger from the Burger King, a half dozen barbecued spare ribs, 2 strawberry milkshakes, one half of a pumpkin pie with whipped cream, diced strawberries, and he requested a can of spaghettis with meatballs, though he used his last words to claim that kitchen staff did not honor his request. Number 4, Philip Ray Workman. Philip Ray Workman was convicted in 1982 for the murder of a police officer. As his last wish, he wanted a large wedge pizza to be given to a homeless person. But his request was denied. Although he was a murderer, he still seemed to have a big heart. After his execution, people throughout the country began a campaign to give vegetarian pizza to the homeless people in the honor. Number 5, Michael Ney. Michael Ney, first Prince of Moskva, was a French military commander and the Marshal of Empire who fought in the Revolutionary Wars and the Napoleon Wars. As his last wish, he actually gave commands to the soldiers for his own execution. He refused to wear a blindfold and insisted upon giving the order to fire himself. His last wish was granted.